We've been sitting here patiently waiting to hit the trigger button for a long time now, so it feels like a weight's lifted off of our shoulder. So June 3rd, this Friday, from 3 to close, we're going to be hosting the official party, Mission Accomplished, for JetsOwner.com is hosting it, as well as it's brought to you by Sleeman's Breweries. So it's $20 at the door for the general public. No pre-sale of tickets, so get here early. That includes your Mission Accomplished t-shirt, a pint of Sleeman's Draft, and there'll be tons of more surprises going on throughout the night. So make sure you get down here because it's going to be busy, I can promise you that.
Celebration in downtown Winnipeg today. To those of you.
Where were you when you heard the announcement?
MTS Center.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your reaction?
Oh, it's going to be exciting. I mean, we've been waiting for this for a long time. I mean, when everyone was disappointed, you know, when the deal with Phoenix fell through. But you know what? There's a lot of the Phoenix players didn't want to come here. From all the interviews I've seen with the Atlanta team, they're all happy to come to Winnipeg. It's going to be phenomenal. Can't wait.
Revitalizing downtown and changing everything that's down here is just really exciting for me too, and as a young business person, just being in Winnipeg right now, it's just exciting and new.
Where did you get that shirt?
I got it as a birthday present when about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
And now, how perfect is it to wear it today?
Oh, it's so surreal. I barely slept last night. I mean, I've grown up with the Jets when I was younger, and it's still surreal, but it's just phenomenal to have the team come back, or an NHL come back in general. But it was just exciting being at the Forks, hearing the announcement and the people cheering. It was just so exciting. I can't really put it into words, to be perfectly honest.
So needless to say, you will buy tickets?
At some point I will. I can't say for sure right now. It's very early on, but I will definitely look into it. And I think overall it's not too bad in general terms, for the most of the public anyway.
To the new Winnipeg franchise, Manitoba franchise, whatever it is. Cheers.
What do you think?
Well, I think it's a long time in coming. We're all very happy, very excited. I think Mark Chipman should run for Prime Minister, quite frankly. He's got my vote.
And what would you name the new team?
Oh, I don't know. It won't matter. It won't matter. It really doesn't.
That's a good name. It won't matter. I'm sure a lot of people.
You know what? As long as it's got Manitoba, and I think that's likely the best from a marketing point of view. It's got to be Manitoba something. I think staying with the Jets, we were talking earlier. Jets was the Jets, and they've come, they've gone, and let's start fresh, and we got a new chance here, and go with something new.
We have kind of some precedent. We have a couple exhibition games, obviously, for the last few years, right? And so we have an idea of what kind of happens around us when there's more people for hockey and tickets are a little bit more expensive. As far as game plan goes, it's business as usual for us. We deal with, a lot of events concert-wise out of the same amount of people that'll be coming for NHL. So, we're going to obviously have more people on and maybe look at doing a couple things inside the building. But other than that, we're just going to try and give you our regular experience as best we can. I'm a big sports fan myself, so I've been all over Twitter and all that kind of stuff. So, it's surreal. I wouldn't say it's surprising. I think a lot of us expected it, and for me, I tried not to get my hopes up too much. So today was a really, really special day for sure.
Of course, the visiting teams and staff, plus all the out-of-town guests that will be coming to see the NHL play right here in Winnipeg, will need rooms to stay. And there's a lot to think about. The amenities, the service, the food, it all comes into play. And not only do the hockey players go through drafts, but so do the hotels.
What we're in the midst right now of trying to get our way into next season, per se. Very much like the teams draft players, they've also got to select hotels. And what takes place is that the draft actually coming up in Minneapolis, all of the hotels that want to attract some of that business to their properties will be there in the same manner that they try and attract players to the NHL, trying to attract the teams into their properties. You've got to keep in mind that these teams are on the road, I don't know how many days out of the year, so really the hotel is their home for them. So they've got high expectations when they get to the hotel. They also don't want a lot of change. They want to know what to expect when they arrive at the hotel. They want their team meals to be specific to their specifications, and they've got high expectations, and that's something that we as a hotel have become accustomed to, being host hotel for the Manitoba Moose for the past 8 seasons. everybody wants to attract the teams to their hotel, and that's sort of the big ticket item. But there's many different layers. Outside of the teams, you've got the fans traveling in from, let's say, rural Manitoba, even as far as Saskatchewan and maybe across the border. So they'll be looking for packaging opportunities, and not only spending money in the hotels, but we're talking about spending money in the restaurants and shopping. So the economic impact is huge. And then, of course, you've got outside of the teams, you also have scouts coming into the city. You've got the officials that are coming in. Mind you, it's only a couple people, but you've still got 42 games times 3 to 5 officials for a game. So there's going to be a lot of business for a lot of different companies in the city.
Go Jets, go! Go Jets, go! Go Jets, go! Wait, what if I get hit in the head?
We end our journey right here at the Pony Corral, downtown St. Mary, and I have the owner himself, Peter Janakis. And Peter, let's talk about the days when the NHL were here, the Winnipeg Jets, because you were here in the restaurant business. The vibe, the economic vibe in the city, what was it like?
Oh, it was exciting to have the NHL. It put us on the map, and we opened up this location in '99. And you know what? I've been here when the True North Center opened up, and we've seen a big increase in business. But we're really excited about what happened here today.
Yeah. Where were you when you heard the announcement?
I was here. Actually, we were watching on our big jumbo screens here at the Pony Corral downtown.
Yeah, well, your thoughts and feelings now, Peter. I mean, what does this team coming to Winnipeg mean? Not only for businesses, but for people in general.
Well, it puts us back on the mark. I mean, it's exciting for the downtown and for Manitoba, and bringing the brand name NHL back to Winnipeg. And for our downtown location here, we've been waiting for this for a long time. And we have the shuttle service and the free parking, and we shuttle people right now to and from the True North Center.
Well, favorite memories of when back in the Jets days? Yeah, I'm sure you have a few.
Well, I always remember my father taking me to WHA, and Ben Hatskin when he owned the Winnipeg Jets, and then you know, the changes and all the neat, and that logo Jets, I mean, meant so much to Manitoba.
And if we talk about Mark Chipman and the True North Sports and Entertainment Organization, they really embrace, I think, everybody, you know, locally, corporations and stuff like that, as far as the business side of it goes.
We're very fortunate to have Mark Chipman here in Manitoba, and it's amazing what he has done here today.
And the future, what do you think the future is?
I think with the new residential coming downtown and the NHL being here, I think we're going to have a very strong market here in Manitoba.
Any game plan for Pony Corral once the team comes and you've got all these visitors in town?
Well, we're hoping to get a box. That's what we're hoping right now.
Working on that?
Yes,
okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. So thanks to you, Peter. Thanks to all of you. Go to the website, www.drive to13.com for all the ticket information. Special thanks, though, and I'm sure you would agree, to True North Sports and Entertainment, the team there, and especially to Mark Chipman and David Thompson for making a dream come true. We've got a second chance, Winnipeg, so let's not waste it. Get your tickets and go. I guess I was going to say go Jets go, but we don't know yet.
We don't know.
What would you name the team?
It'd be exciting if it was the Jets. I mean, everybody loves that name, but I hear it's something about Manitoba. So
yes.
Yes.
Well, go. Shaw TV. I'm Tracy Koga.